हेलो 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 गाइस, वो
बोल
सुन
भाई
रहे?
बोल भाई हेलो हेलो बोल।
यार
बोल
शुभम शुभम यार, एक बात बता। मेरा एक डाउट है, पता नहीं सही पूछ रहा हूँ कि नहीं। क्लास मेरी एक मिस हुई थी, इसलिए सब पूछ रहा हूँ। ये जो अभी अपने पास कोडिंग का टेस्ट आया था ना,
हाँ भाई।
तो ये प्रिंट नहीं ले रहा था, रिटर्न ले रहा था। रिटर्न बोले तो जैसे अपन प्रिंट डॉट आउट डॉट सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट करते हैं ना,
हाँ
तो ये ले नहीं रहा था उसको। बार बार कह रहा था।
लास्ट वाली लाइन को डिलीट किया था।
डिलीट कर दिया था, फिर भी कह रहा था कि रिटर्न का वैल्यू मतलब रिटर्न असाइन
कोड
करने के
सबमिट
लिए।
किए हो, कोड सबमिट किए हो।
हाँ हाँ, किए ना यार।
तो बस पास हो जाओगे भाई।
अरे पास तो हो जाएंगे यार, वो इशू नहीं। बात ही कि सर हम लोग को प्रिंट डॉट अगर नहीं आता मेरे से, तो मैं तो बर्बाद हो जाता यार। ये तो गलत बात है।
अरे नहीं
मतलब
नहीं देख भाई, वो लास्ट का जो लाइन है एलन वाले स्ट्रिंग डॉट एलन जो लगाना है ना,
हम्म।
वो तू लगा सकता है। तो क्वेश्चन के हिसाब से अगर तू कर सकता है, कोई इशू नहीं था। अगर तू
यार
नहीं भी कर रहा है
मैं
ना फिर भी रन हो रहा था।
मेरा पूरा प्रोग्राम सही था, ठीक है। लेकिन जब एग्जीक्यूट करने जा रहा था, तो वो कह रहा था रिटर्न मिसिंग है करके, रिटर्न बार बार शो कर रहा था। फिर पूरा प्रोग्राम हटा के मैं इफ वाला जब प्रोग्राम लगाया, तो वो साला ले लिया उसको।
अच्छा
वही चीज मेरे को पूछनी है सर से कि सर आप रिटर्न और इफ रिटर्न के बारे में तो
भाई सुन
पढ़ाया नहीं
मेरी
था।
बात, कुछ
हम्म।
मत पूछ। ठीक है, अगर सिलेक्ट हो गया तो खुद से पर लेगा तो सीख जाएगा। और सिलेक्ट नहीं हुआ तो फिर वो आगे फिर देखते हैं।
सही। तुम्हारा हो गया टेस्ट?
मैंने टेस्ट कल दिया 2 बजे।
कैसा गया यार?
भाई रन एक भी नहीं हुआ,
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
कसम से कह रहा हूँ। लेकिन हाँ प्रोसीजर सही है, सबमिट कर दिया हूँ और 15 MCQ सही है।
यार तो बिना रन करे, बिना एग्जीक्यूशन देखे सबमिट करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है।
फायदा है भाई, क्योंकि तुम्हारा अगर प्रोसीजर सही है, तुमने अगर सही तरीके से बनाया, लेकिन तुम्हारा एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो रहा ड्यू टू एनी रीजन, तो
यार
वो
ऐसा ऐसा नहीं है यार, देख।
भाई
बात।
मैंने बात करी है, सुन तो ले भाई।
अच्छा।
मैंने बात करी है, मेरे को कॉल आया था शुभम भाई, शुभम सर का, तो मैंने उनसे बात करी थी, उन्होंने मेरे को बताया था ये चीज।
यार मेरी एक बंदे से और बात हुई, उसने भी बोला न्यूटन स्कूल वाले कॉल किए थे। फिर मैं ही
तुम्हारे कितने कोड रन हुए
मेरे 2 रन हुए यार, तीसरा बन ही रहा था तो टाइम खत्म हो गया।
और MCQ कितने सही हुए?
उसका जीरो आइडिया मेरे को। एमसीक्यू मेरा एक भी सही है कि नहीं, ये भी नहीं मालूम मेरे को।
अरे भाई देख, वो ना अप्रोच देखते हैं न्यूटन वाला, क्योंकि वो जानते हैं कि किसी को 5 दिन की क्लास में ना कोई उतना कर नहीं लेगा। ठीक है, वो अप्रोच देखते हैं बंदों का कि अब बंदा अप्रोच क्या कर रहा है, समझ रहा है?
यार
ये
ये
चीज।
तुम्हारे में मेंटर सेशन का ज्वाइन का दिखाई दे रहा है, मीटिंग विद मेंटर वाले में कुछ आ रहा है
एक सेकेंड।
डैशबोर्ड पे? ये किसी किसी ने ग्रुप पे डाला हुआ है ना हमारे व्हाट्सएप पे,
लेट
उनका
मी
मेंटर
चेक।
सेशन है आज रात 11 बजे।
अरे ये लूडो वाला कौन है यार? नहीं यार, मेंटर।
हेलो हेलो
हेलो।
हेलो हेलो मानिक।
हाँ हाँ बोलो।
मानिक हेलो।
हाँ हाँ।
यार मैं कह रहा हूँ मेंटर वाले का कमिंग सून लिखा हुआ है।
कमिंग सून ही है ना? मेरे वाले
हाँ
में भी
हाँ
यही
हाँ।
आ रहा है, मैंने भी किसी किसी का देखा ना ग्रुप पे, उनके में आ रहा है
आज
कि रात 11 बजे मेंटर सेशन है आज।
आज
यार ऐसा
नहीं है।
तो नहीं
आज
है,
भाई
वो
नहीं है।
पुराना
वो
उनके में
मैसेज
जेडीके के
होगा।
ज्वाइन
लिए
का आ
ब्रो।
रहा है।
ब्रो वो
हाँ
जेडीके के लिए ज्वाइन का ऑप्शन आ रहा है।
जेडीके के लिए मतलब?
जेडीके डाउनलोड होगा सॉफ्टवेयर, जिससे तुम कोड करोगे आगे जाके।
हाँ हाँ।
उसमें ज्वाइन का ऑप्शन आ रहा है ब्रो, तेरा नहीं आ रहा क्या?
नहीं मेरे में नहीं आ रहा ना ज्वाइन का कोई,
आ
मेरे में तो
जाएगा आ
कमिंग
जाएगा,
सून ही आ रहा है बस।
वेट कर ले, आ जाएगा।
डीएसए
ठीक है।
डीएसए का भी स्टार्ट होने वाला है मानिक।
सबका नहीं रहता है, एक दिन में सबका नहीं रहता है।
हेलो हेलो मानिक।
हाँ सुन दो।
डीएसए का भी स्टार्ट होने वाला
वो तो पता चल जाएगा वैसे, जब भी आएगा शो हो ही जाएगा, अभी तक तो शो ही नहीं हुआ था कुछ।
है। तुम कौन से बैकग्राउंड के हो मानिक?
अरे टेंशन मत लो, वो आ जाएगा। 11 लोग का रहता है केवल मेंटेनेंस।
मानिक
बस
तुम कौन से
चीकू।
बैकग्राउंड के हो?
शुभम सर वाले
हिंदी
बैच में।
नहीं आता है।
अरे बैकग्राउंड मतलब तुम आगे
अच्छा बैकग्राउंड
Just bring
मैकेनिकल
back
से।
download the Blinkit app now. पढ़ाई लिखाई जो है स्टूडेंट्स में सब खाली थोड़ी बटाता है, खाली थोड़ी बटाता है। वो बताइए कोई पढ़ता है? खाली थोड़ी बटाता है।
नवीन कमेंट्री बंद कर रहा है, शुभम सर आते होंगे। ओके भाई। बढ़िया था लेकिन यार,
बाकी टेस्ट टेस्ट कैसा था? हेलो।
बढ़िया था यार, मेरा टेस्ट तो ठीक था। एमसीक्यू चला गया, पता नहीं कैसे गया, बाकी
अच्छा,
प्रोग्राम ठीक था।
मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ,
हम्म।
किसी ने ग्रुप बनाया है क्या?
हाँ, किसी ने कल बात करी
ओके
थी
ब्रो,
ग्रुप पे यार कि
शिवम भाई।
व्हाट्सएप पे ज्वाइन करो करके। मैं तो ऐड नहीं हुआ यार अभी तक।
अरे 78 पार्टिसिपेंट तो हैं उसमें।
ग्रुप 2 से ज्यादा बने हुए हैं, मालूम, 2-3 ग्रुप बने हुए हैं।
इसके लिए तो कंफ्यूजन
पता
हो
नहीं
रहा
है
है, इसीलिए
भाई,
कंफ्यूजन हो
हम
रहा
तो
है।
उसमें है जिसमें अनेक मिश्रा करके कुछ एडमिन है।
यार अगर हो किसी के पास लिंक तो भेज दो, मैं भी ज्वाइन हो जाता हूँ।
अनेक मित्रा को कोशिश।
आ गई, लिंक आई है यार। लेट मी,
हाँ,
अरे ये तो न्यूटन स्कूल की
संतोष।
लिंक आई है यार।
अरे न्यूटन स्कूल के नाम से है ना।
गुड इवनिंग सर। शिवम सर, गुड
Hi,
इवनिंग।
hi guys. Hi everyone. Good evening, everyone. How are you? How are you guys? Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm Saurabh. I'm going to come on that. I'm going to come on that. We'll do some practical on that one. Okay. We'll do a few questions, one or two. Okay, by ourselves, and I hope then it's going to clear you. Okay. So you guys should be enjoying your weekends. Okay, we'll be doing some of the things a little bit again, because on Friday we did speed up a little bit. Okay, so I know a lot of guys would be having some doubts. Okay, so I'll be giving you some custom question and we'll be doing that. Okay, so guys, today there was some problem with my chair on the weekend, so it has gone on repair. So I'm sitting on my bed right now. And I'm getting very lazy. Hi everyone. And guys, there's some problem with my internet connection, so I'll probably switch off my video so that the streaming and my voice is audible to everyone without any problem. All right, guys, let's wait 1 or 2 minutes for everyone to join. Till then, guys, you can raise your hand and let me know in your doubts in case of switch case, so that if I'm able to focus on something, you can let switch case, guys. Only switch case. Do not come on loop. Do not come on functions. Only switch case, guys. Okay. Yes, Manik.
सर स्विच केस में सर जैसे कोड्स के हैं तो सर अभी उसमें मैंने एक जो ट्राई करा था वो वाला सर इफ एल्स से तो हो गया, बट स्विच से सर मेरा बन नहीं रहा है सर। वो
क्या
बार बार
question?
या तो रिटर्न का दिखा रहे हो कि रिटर्न स्टेटमेंट सर असाइनमेंट में ही था।
What's the question, Manik? How do I know that? Okay.
सर स्विच में राइट अ प्रोग्राम टू चेक वेदर द नंबर इज पॉजिटिव, नेगेटिव और जीरो यूजिंग स्विच केस। सर इफ एल्स से तो ये इजीली हो रहा है, बट सर यूजिंग स्विच केस मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कैसे।
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do
वो
that. Okay.
कहीं दिखा रहे सर रिटर्न मिसिंग भी आ रहा है, किसी किसी में मेरा एरर था।
We'll do that. We'll do that today. Okay. Let's pick up that particular question only. Okay.
ओके ओके सर।
That works, right?
और सर एक सर पुराने वाले जो सर हमारी क्लास की ये थे असाइनमेंट्स चल रहे थे सर, इसमें एक क्वेश्चन उसका था मेरे ख्याल से एरे
अरे
का था
इसका
या
नहीं,
किसका था। अच्छा
I've told
फिर
that,
ठीक।
Manik, already. You guys don't need to touch that or even read that. Okay.
ओके सर ओके सर ओके।
Guys, whoever has a doubt, ki, sir, how to do that particular question in switch case, positive or negative, that's one of the examples. We'll do that. If you guys have a doubt in that one, please put a hand down. Okay. Yes, Shivam.
हेलो सर।
Yes,
सर
Shivam.
मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि सर क्या मैं जैसे स्विच केस 1 लिखे तो क्या केस के आगे हम लोग कंडीशन नहीं दे सकते?
No, आप केस के आगे नहीं लिख सकते, स्विच के अंदर लिख सकते हो। ठीक है।
ओके। और सर इसी का दूसरा क्वेश्चन था वो वाला क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन का रूट निकालने का स्विच के थ्रू, वो भी थोड़ा सा नहीं समझ आ रहा।
ओके, अब मैं आपको एक चीज बताता हूँ, एक कॉन्सेप्ट बताता है पॉजिटिव नंबर से। ठीक है। बाकी जो एडिशनल जो आई सॉ दैट क्वाड्रेटिक क्वेश्चन, so the additional logic is there, just mathematical logic is there. You just need to apply a formula using code. That's it. Okay.
ओके ओके सर।
ऑपरेटर्स लगा के आपको कैलकुलेट करना, बट आई विल टेल यू द लॉजिक यूजिंग द पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव वन, आप उससे
Yeah.
डिवाइस कर पाओगे, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
यस और
Sir, like switch cases are similar to if else statements, right?
यस,
So can we even do it the similar way where we have nested if statements?
yeah, you can put a switch case and another switch case inside another switch case. Like for example, there's going to be one case, right, inside switch.
Okay. So
So you
how
can
do you
put
do
another
it? Because like
just
for if else statement, you can like put it on the bracket inside the bracket, like the flower
Again,
brackets.
see, switch case looks like this, right? Some case,
Yeah.
like let's say
Huh.
it roughly looks like this, right? So you can put another switch case here, like this,
Oh, okay, okay, yeah,
like this one, okay?
yeah. Yeah, got it, sir, got it.
Okay. You can put an if statement inside switch case or anything, okay? You can do such, you can play like this, okay? Yes, Rajat.
सर रिटर्न सर जो रिटर्न मेथड होता है तो जैसे कोई कंडीशन ट्रू हुई तो रिटर्न
Rajat, what did I say? What doubts am I catering to?
ओके सर सर मुझे वो रिटर्न मेथड थोड़ा समझा दीजिएगा
मैं किसके डाउट पूछे मैंने आपसे?
सर ये के स्विच स्टेटमेंट
और आप मेरे से किसका डाउट पूछ रहे हो?
सर वो उसमें डाउट था सर इसलिए
आप मेरे से किसका डाउट पूछ रहे हो? कौन से टॉपिक का ये डाउट है?
सर जनरल डाउट है सर एक्चुअली टेस्ट में क्वेश्चन था कि अगर कंडीशन ट्रू होती है तो आपको रिटर्न 1 देना है और कंडीशन फॉल्स होती है रिटर्न 0 देना है सर वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा सर
क्या नहीं समझ आ रहा उसमें से?
सर उसमें कंडीशन अगर आपकी ट्रू रही तो रिटर्न 1 सर वहाँ लिखा था और कंडीशन अगर फॉल्स हुई तो रिटर्न 0 सर लास्ट में एंडिंग में क्या हो रहा है क्योंकि सर वहाँ पे दो चीजें होती है एक तो हम प्रिंट करवाते हैं
रजत, ये क्वेश्चन कौन सा है? गेम वाला क्वेश्चन है, ड्रैगन और वो वाला? ये वो वाला, इज दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन?
नो सर
It belongs to function, Rajat. I'm taking doubts on switch, okay? We'll come to function.
ओके सर वो क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली सर टेस्ट में आया था इसलिए सर मैंने पूछा क्योंकि सर वो टॉपिक कवर नहीं हुआ था हेलो
We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Okay?
जी सर जी
Yes, yes.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good
I would
evening.
like to know that is there any official WhatsApp group from Newton School?
And Azhar, I won't like to tell you that. Okay? There's just a Slack channel, please. And Azhar,
Yes.
just guys, again, don't make me comment every time that please don't make me feel like that I'm teaching school going students. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. So let's begin with something related to switch case, a question of positive and negative. Yes, Vivek.
Sir, hello.
Yes, Vivek.
Sir,
Tell me.
when using switch case, I put condition n is greater than 0. Before after switch, it shows wrong conversion from boolean to int. Sir, I don't know why it's.
Wait, let's see. Let me do that question. We'll check that. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just open up that question for you. Now. So guys, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible and if this is the question that we are talking about, right? This is the question we're talking about, right, everyone? Right? Okay. Now, guys, hearing your doubts, I guess everyone is comfortable with a normal switch case, right? Where you just have to check the particular variable value or something, right? I guess everyone is clear, right? Okay. Server, you need to ask some doubts because I guess we did switch case quite extensively that day. We did speed up a little bit on while loop and we did write question, some questions, no questions on that or just a very normal explanation on that and the function. But I guess we did switch case very rigorously, right? Okay. So guys, whoever is not read this question, please read this question first. Okay, take a minute, read this question first, and then I'll begin with this. Okay, I'll show you how to we can have conditions in switch. How? The pretty small question, guys. I hope you read it. Okay, clear of the question? Just ping a yes, done, yes or done when you've read the question and you've understood this one. Okay. So like before, I guess someone mentioned that this is pretty simple using ifs, using ifs. And now how to do using switch case? It's again very simple, but just you need to know the method how to do it. Okay. So I'll just give you a glimpse how to do this one. Okay. So initially we require a scanner. I guess this everyone understands why we require a scanner now. This one is, I guess everyone is quite practiced on this one. Okay, let's take a number, and what we take is input taker dot next. I guess everyone understands this one, right? Right, everyone? Okay. Now, guys, we need to put a, now we need to check if the number is even or odd, right? Positive or negative, right? Is that correct? Everyone? I'm getting a call. What is this? Let me cut this. Okay. That's fine. So, guys, you can put a condition inside if clause, switch case. Okay. Now, what is this going to give us, guys? What is this going to give us? Is this going to be a value true or false always? Is this going to be a true or false? No, what I mean is this value is always going to be a Boolean, right? Because either this is going to give you a true or either this is going to give you a false. Is that correct? Right? So what do we say? If this condition is true, so what do you need to print? What do you need to print? Positive. You need to print positive and break. Is that correct? Now, another case is case of false. So what happens here? So either the number could be less than 0 or equal to 0, right? Either it could be less than 0 or equal to 0, correct? Now, so guys, do you want me to implement another switch case inside or an if clause? I'll do using both, okay? Just for this first time, I'll do using both. So what you can do is, if number is equal to 0, so what do you print? 0. Else, it's going to be negative, right? So did you see? So does this complete our logic? Does this complete our logic? So did you see how we added a condition, how we added a operation or a calculation in switch case? How did we do that? Yes, sir.
सर हेलो.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
सर मुझे ये जानना था, एक्चुअली मुझे प्रॉब्लम हुई थी टेस्ट में. ओके सर, सॉरी मैं आपसे यहाँ पूछ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैंने न्यूटन के वो जो व्हाट्सएप है ना, वो वहाँ पे भी जाके पूछा तो उन्होंने कहा कि आप इंस्ट्रक्टर या तो फिर मेंटर से पूछिए, तो मैं आपसे पूछने आया हूँ. एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि जब मैं कोडिंग वाले सेक्शन में गया तो वहाँ पे एक्चुअली जो आपने हमें सिखाया था कि हमको इनपुट लेना है, स्कैनर SC इक्वल्स टू न्यू स्कैनर करके हम लोग इनपुट लेते हैं वगैरह, तो उन्होंने बोला कि वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी इनपुट लिया हुआ है, ठीक है, हमें सिर्फ प्रोग्राम लिखना है. लेकिन वो प्रोग्राम थोड़ा अलग था, एक्सेप्शंस एरर्स करके कुछ आया था, तो मुझे समझ नहीं आया था. फिर मुझे लास्ट में मुझे रियलाइज हुआ, और तब तक बहुत देर हो चुकी थी, कि वहाँ पे जावा 6 करके है, जावा 7 करके है वगैरह, तो मैं वो दे ही नहीं पाया. तो मुझे डाउट ये है कि शायद नेक्स्ट क्लास में अटेंड कर भी ना पाऊँ, शायद, मुझे नहीं लगता मैं कर पाऊंगा, क्योंकि वो मैं कर ही नहीं पाया. मुझे आता तो था, वो प्रोग्राम्स आते थे कि कैसे वो रन हो सकता है, लेकिन मैं कर ही नहीं पाया वो.
Okay. because there was some setting problem. Okay. So guys,
Yes.
whenever you are doing a program, just make sure that you select a Java here. And if there is option, select Java 8. Okay. Here.
नहीं सर, लेकिन वहां पे हेलो सॉरी सर, सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्टिंग सर, वहां पे जावा ये ओपन जीडी के 13.0 तो नहीं था, वहां पे जावा 6 जावा 7 था, तो मैं काफी कंफ्यूज हो गया फिर उस टाइम पे, तो मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं पाया.
Java 8. Charan, like I told you, that you need to select Java 8. Okay.
ओके, सॉरी फॉर, ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Okay, that is.
बट सर
Okay.
मुझे ये भी
So
जानना था कि क्या मैं नेक्स्ट क्लासेस आगे या फिर टेस्ट दे पाऊंगा, क्योंकि मुझे आता तो था लेकिन मैं वो कर नहीं पाया, वो प्रॉब्लम ये थी सर.
Charan, I'll raise a concern for this one. Okay, I'll definitely raise a concern. All right.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर, थैंक यू.
But Charan, I just have one comment on this one. This doubt could have been asked after this question as well, or before this question as well.
I'm really sorry for that,
asking
sir. I'm really sorry for
again
that.
this. Okay.
Actually,
So
I was
let's put our
panicked, so
focus-
that's why.
I agree, Charan, but you're still in class, right? This
Yeah,
goes
I
for
know.
everyone. Okay, we are doing a concept. This is new to you. Let's use that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for answering.
So we have two. So guys, so in this one, so we had two things that we are not using default. Just to be very frank with you guys, I actually need to check it. Even if we do we require default in this case, I don't think we should be requiring. I'll tell you the reason for that. Okay. And server, why didn't I use a break statement? There is no statement below switch, below this state, right? We have used a break here and not here because there is no statement below. There's no case below this case. Okay. Hawk, I'll come to you. Just let me run it once to make sure that this is working. Okay. So then I'll come to you. So cannot be converted. This is the problem that we were getting, right? Incompatible types, Boolean cannot convert to integer. Okay, so it is expecting integer, right? So just let me do a POC. Okay, Boolean cannot be converted to int. Okay, should not be giving this error. Boolean cannot be converted to int. Okay. Just let me make a few modifications, guys. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Just give me a second. I just need to check something. Okay. Just checking it out. Okay. All right. This makes sense. Okay. Now I'll tell you what's going on. Okay. Guys, why did you receive a problem in this one is because in Java, particularly if you have used C language, then it allows a Boolean here, but in Java, it does not allow this one. Okay. So you need to build here, either it should be integer or a string. Okay. Integer, string, float, double, everything would work, but Boolean will not work here. Okay. So guys, everyone got the reason why it was not working before? I'll tell you what I've done now. What are the changes that I've made? Why it was not working before? Everyone is clear? Okay, so Harsh, Java does not support a Boolean value inside a switch here. Okay, so hence we need to play our game using integers. So that's why I've used some integer here. I'll tell you what is the changes that are made. But everyone, did you get it? Why the switch case was not working with a Boolean? Why that error was coming up? Just that error and nothing else. Okay, guys, please quickly. You can use anything, Sabha. You can use anything. Okay. Java does not support a Boolean inside switch. Okay, now I'll tell you guys, instead of using a Boolean, why were we using a Boolean? The reason for that was just to get a true or false if it's greater than 0 or less than 0. Right, everyone? But either it was less than 0 or less. So guys, we can play the same game using integers. We can play the same game using integers. So if we check, now I'll tell you what does this statement mean. Okay, I'll tell you what does this statement mean. Now, if we just play the same game using integer, we can check, we can mark true as 1 and false as -1. We can do that. We can assume, right? It's our logic, right? Everyone? So this is what I've done. I've created another variable greater than 0. If this greater than 0 is 1, that means the number is greater than 0 if it's positive. And if it's less than, if it's false, so the greater than 0 becomes -1. Right? Everyone, it's playing the same game as Boolean. Everyone? Wait. Guys, Chandan, Ipsita, tell me one thing. I'm explaining something. I'm on that line itself. I'm explaining that right now. And you guys are already like putting up, explain it again. Line number 12. What is the use? Ye kyun likha hai? 1 - 1 kyun likha hai? Guys, sun to lo. अमन थोड़ा वेट कर लें, शिवम थोड़ा वेट कर लें, थोड़ा सुन लोगे और या or either I have to mute the chat as well, guys. Do I get a chance to speak properly and do you get a chance to listen properly or not? सुन तो लो पहले, guys. Do I have everyone's ears or not? Is everyone listening? फिर doubt पूछ लेना. Okay. Now, guys, instead of everyone, I hope everyone got why I have not used a Boolean inside a switch case now. There was an error, right? I hope everyone got that. Now, instead of using a Boolean, Boolean just resembles true or false value. So we can use the same logic using an integer, 1 and -1. 1 where as per our logic, 1 would mean true and -1 would mean false. Can we do that? So now what I've done is, I've created another integer greater than 0. If this number is greater than 0, it will be 1, else it will be -1. I'll tell you how this line works as well. I'll tell you. The reason this line means basically if the number is greater than 0, then the value is 1, else it is -1. It's just an if-else case. Okay? I'll explain this more. Okay? But just imagine that it's basically greater than 0's value is 1. If the number is greater than 0, else it is -1. It's the same logic, right? That we were applying using Boolean. It's the same logic. Everyone? It's the same logic, right? Everyone? Now, so guys, when I put it inside switch case, yes, I'll come to that. Guys, I've told you that I will come to this one. I'll explain this. But did you get a crux of this? When I gave you a hint that if the number is greater than 0, it will be 1, else it will be -1. Did you get that? Yash, Shami. Did you get that? So guys, I'll come to that. Thoda patience rakho, guys. Please. That's the only request from my end. Interactiveness and patience. That's it. You don't need to see anything. Now, if this number was greater than 0, that means case 1. So that means it was positive already. It was positive already. I hope everyone got this case, right? Now, if the case was -1, so that means either the number could be less than 0 or equal to 0. Right? So inside this if case, there are two conditions. If the number is equal to 0 or less than 0. So that's why I've written if the number is equal to 0, so print a 0, else it will always be a negative number. as it will always be a negative number. So that's why I've written else print negative. And after that, guys, everyone got the case for 1 and -1? Everyone got these two cases? Okay. Now I've written a default case and I've added 0. But guys, this is never going to make any sense. Because do you think we'll be able to ever come to this default block? Will we ever be able to come to this default block? So either even if you write this, it's never going to come here. So it's always going to run. Okay. We just need to write a default block. Okay. So just I printed this line. We don't even need to write this print statement. So, but just I've printed this one. I've written this one so that you know that we are never going to get this case. Okay. Heather, we are just checking if a number is greater than 0 or less than 0. So it's always going to be either 1 or -1, right? What other value can it have? It can never have any other value. Yeah, Rajneesh, we can do that, but just I've written so that everyone knows that we are not reaching here. I'll show you. Wait. See, it's going to give n. So it's a problem. Okay. See, it's working. Rajneesh, it's still working. Heather, it's just to clear you guys that we are never reaching default. Just to show you guys, I just removed this and ran it and it's still working. Okay, if you would have seen the screen. Guys, clear? Now, how I'll come to this one, guys. I'll come to this one. Okay. But are you guys clear how to put condition, how to use conditions indirectly in switch case? We can deduce some value using operators or conditions and then use it in switch case. All right. Guys, clear with the logic of switch case, how to use switch case indirectly. I'll come to this one, guys, again, telling again and again. I'm coming to this one. Then after this one, if you're clear with switch case. Saurabh, if in case of -1, that means the greater than 0 value is -1, and when it could be -1. If the number is less than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 0, those are the two cases. Saurabh, I'm waiting for your response. What do you mean by Saurabh? Can you please raise your hand? If you have so much to talk about, can you please raise your hand? What do you mean -1 kabhi nahi suna? Have you never heard about -1 in integers? Yes, Saurabh.
हेलो
Yes, Saurabh, tell me.
हाँ सर, कभी सुना नहीं मैंने ऐसा वो स्विच
क्या
केस
नहीं
में
सुना?
ऐसा
मुझे
ऐसा सर
example
-1 नहीं सुना सर, जैसे 1 2 3 ऐसा होता है सुना है, बट -1 आपने डाला ना उधर।
Those are integers only, right? आपने सुना नहीं तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि केस हो ही नहीं सकता. We always have to use a constant in front of case, right? Saurabh, you always have to use a constant in front of case, right?
Yes sir, right.
So -1 is also a constant. You can use that. Okay. Yes, Hawk.
So like the previous statement, right? You use true and false. So same way can we use it here, like int greater than 0 equals to number greater than 0 question mark true double dot false.
Well, I'll come to this one. The explanation of this one, I'll come to. Maybe you'll get more clear on this.
All right, sir.
Okay. Then you'll get more clear. Okay. But I've just used as a hack of Boolean, I've used integer.
Okay.
Yes, Rajneesh.
सर मेरा सर क्वेश्चन है सर, मैं स्विच के साथ सर किसी भी तरह का सर ये कंपैरिजन टाइप का कंडीशंस रख सकता हूं सर, क्योंकि सर मैंने इसमें जैसे लेस देन या इक्वल टू अगर किसी तरह का मैं कंपैरिजन इसमें करता हूं तो उसमें मेरा वर्क नहीं किया था सर.
तो
ये वर्क
देखो मैंने
वर्क सर
इनडायरेक्टली आपको वही
सर ये वर्क तभी कर मैंने मेरे साथ किया है जब ये या तो ये ट्रू फॉल्स टाइप का जब मेरा कंडीशन रहा तभी ये वर्क कर रहा था सर।
तो मैंने वही आपको दिखाया ना अभी करके कैसे करना है। कुछ कंप्यूट करो, एक और वेरिएबल बनाओ और उसको यूज करो स्विच में डायरेक्टली।
मतलब हम स्विच केस को सिंपली सर ये या तो ट्रू फॉल्स टाइप का जब हमारा कंडीशन रहेगा तभी यूज कर सकते हैं।
नो नो नो, व्हाट डू यू मीन ट्रू फॉल्स टाइप ऑफ कंडीशन है? इज दिस अ ट्रू
मतलब सर
फॉल्स?
जैसे सर यहाँ अगर हमारा यहाँ 1 सिंपली मैच कर रहा है तो हमारा ये स्टेटमेंट रन करेगा, पॉजिटिव प्रिंट
करेक्ट
करेगा,
करेक्ट
अदरवाइज नहीं करेगा
करेक्ट।
सर।
ऑब्वियसली केस की मैचिंग करता है ना। इफ दिस वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू दिस, इफ दिस वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू दिस।
ये सर क्योंकि सर हम कहते हैं कि स्विच को हम इफ एल्स की जगह यूज करते हैं तो सर इफ एल्स की तरह तो फिर ये काम नहीं करता है।
नहीं, फिल्स की तरह ही कर रहा है ना। ये क्या कर रहा है? ये चेक क्या कर रहा है? ग्रेटर देन जीरो, इसकी वैल्यू इज 1 और -1।
वो मतलब सर हमें डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे नहीं कर सकते हैं कंपैरिजन ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू वगैरह सर।
यहाँ पे नहीं कर सकते डायरेक्ट, वही हमने देखा ना, उसमें
यस
प्रॉब्लम आई ना।
यस सर।
तो हमने इनडायरेक्टली किया, उसको डिड्यूस कर लिया पहले बना के, एंड देन वी केम हियर एंड देन उसको डायरेक्टली यूज किया एंड वी एडेड अ कंडीशंस हियर, केसेस हियर।
यस सर ओके सर।
उसको इनडायरेक्टली हम यूज कर सकते हैं। इनडायरेक्टली यूज किया ना अभी हमने।
यस सर यस सर
क्लियर?
इनडायरेक्टली ये सर इनडायरेक्टली करने पे ही मेरे से क्वेश्चन सोल्व हो रहा था, डायरेक्टली नहीं हो रहा था मेरे से, इसलिए पूछा मैंने।
करेक्ट, दैट इज फाइन, दैट इज फाइन, बट वी स्टिल यूज द स्विच केस फॉर आवर लॉजिक, राइट?
ओके सर।
ओके, यस मानिक।
सर फॉर एग्जांपल ये हमने पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव के लिए करा तो हमने बाहर ही एक इंट डिफाइन करा जिसमें हमने ये वाली चीज कही थी कि 1 -1 हम रख रहे हैं। सर सिमिलरली अगर हमें और कोई सा मैथमेटिकल फंक्शन कोई भी मतलब एल्जेब्रिक टाइप करना होगा, प्लस माइनस टाइप कुछ भी, तो हम इसी तरह बाहर उसको डिफाइन करके कर सकते हैं।
करेक्ट करेक्ट, यू कैन डू दैट।
तो उसमें सर हम जैसे मुझे कुछ भी प्लस माइनस ही करनी होती है, डिवाइड मल्टीप्लाई भी करना होता है सिंपल, तो सर मैं लिखूंगा किस तरह उसको?
आप इधर उसको कंपटीशन करो, जो भी आपको फॉर्मूला लगाना है। फॉर
बस वो
एग्जांपल, अगर आपको क्वेश्चन ये होता, यू आर गिवन अ नंबर,
यस सर
चेक इफ नंबर इज ग्रेटर देन जीरो और नॉट, राइट?
ओके।
तो अब ये कर देते हैं।
अच्छा और अगर सेम ये होता है कि इवन नंबर है तो हम परसेंट टू इक्वल टू जीरो भी कर सकते हैं, परसेंटेज टू इक्वल इक्वल जीरो।
नॉट,
ओके
दैट्स
सर।
नॉट अ परसेंटेज, दैट्स मॉड्यूलस। ओके,
हाँ ये सर मॉड्यूलस के लिए, और इक्वल टू जीरो हम बाहर डिफाइन करके इसी तरह कर
करेक्ट
सकते थे उसको।
करेक्ट,
ओके ओके
एब्सोल्युटली।
ओके सर थैंक यू सर।
ये समीशा।
सर 11 और 13 जो लाइंस है वो ब्लैंक है, तो मतलब हम ऐसे कोडिंग में कैसे पता चलेगा कि कौन से क्वेश्चन में ऐसा करना है?
कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है। There's no difference if we even leave it blank, Amisha. The difference is it just increases your readability, right? I've taken an
तो
into
कोई एरर
reading,
नहीं
it's
आएगा
taken
सर?
no, even if you drop it like this.
ओके ओके थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Yes, Prajakta. Yes, Prajakta. Okay. Yes, Adarsh.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yes, Adarsh. Tell me.
Hello.
Yes, Adarsh. Tell me.
Hello.
Adarsh, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Is it audible, sir? Sir, good evening, sir.
Good
Sir,
evening. Tell me.
in line number 12, sir, we are using the ternary operator.
Adarsh, I told you multiple times that I'm coming to that.
Okay, sir.
Clear कर लूँ doubts, please. It's a
Okay,
request to
sir.
you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It's thank you.
Yes, Gulshan.
हेलो।
Yes, Gulshan. Tell me.
हाँ सर, जो 12 नंबर जैसे हम ये कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, ग्रेटर देन जीरो इज इक्वल टू नंबर, ठीक है। और जैसे कि अगर ये पॉजिटिव है, जीरो पे है नंबर, तो स्विच में जो ग्रेटर देन जीरो लिख रहे हैं तो उसके अंदर जीरो आ जाएगा, अगर पॉजिटिव है तो वन आ जाएगा, मतलब सॉरी वन आ जाएगा, वन आ जाएगा। अगर और -1 हो तो -1 हो जाएगा स्विच के अंदर।
Correct. Absolutely.
हाँ तो -1 होगा तो फिर माइनस केस डायरेक्ट -1 पे चला जाएगा, केस 1 पे नहीं जाएगा।
Correct. Obviously, because that's a negative number, right?
ओके ओके थैंक यू सर।
Okay. So I guess again. Yes, Prajakta. Others, can you please mute yourself?
हेलो
Yes, Prajakta.
सर ये लाइन नंबर 12 में वो क्वेश्चन मार्क्स है, वो अभी मैं रन कर रही थी, वहां पे आ नहीं रहा है क्वेश्चन मार्क्स.
I'm coming to that project. I have not explained this. What does this exactly mean? Okay. I'll come to this one. Okay. So guys, I'll come to this one. Yes, Aman, do you have a doubt in the same project? You can lower your hand. Yes, Aman. Project, you can lower your hand, please. Okay, thank you. Now, guys, if you're clear with the switch case, now I'll come to this. What is this? Okay. Guys, this basically simply means this. This and these are the same statements. This and these are the same statements. What does it mean? So guys, this is a normal if-else condition. This is a normal if-else condition, or we can put it like this also. Like this. Everyone, this is a normal if-else condition. Guys, this means there's a condition. This is a condition. If this is true, return, use this value. If this is false, use this value. So these two statements are separated by semicolon, if you see that. If this condition is true, that is why there is a question mark as well. So is this condition true? Question mark. Yes, then go here. False, then go here. So do you get it? How this one is working as this one? Are you able to relate this one? Why is there a semicolon? This is to divide the two statements. Okay, this is just used in this case. Clear? Yes and no, exactly. So I'll just comment this out, okay, so that it's always a reference to you. Okay. Now, guys, this is called a ternary operator. Ternary means three operators. Okay. So the first operator is this, second operator is this, and third operator is this. Right? First operator condition, second operator question mark, third operator is this. Okay. Hawk, you can try that out. You can try that out. Okay. Yes, sure.
Good evening, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, in line number 16, why you have initialized the value to -1?
Just to explain, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ, ये लो, कुछ नहीं करता, ठीक है?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it using if-else also. Okay. Just it looks nice, right, Amisha? It is looking clearly. It is very clear. You don't have to read additional lines. See how long the code gets and how short it gets, right? Right. This looks pretty, right? This looks quite readable, more readable. Okay, you just have to do this one. Clear, guys? Everyone? Okay. Now, guys, everyone got how to use a switch case and how to put some conditional values in switch case? Everyone, and how to use a if condition here inside that. You're gonna use another if condition and another thing. You can combine the code. Okay. Clear, everyone? Aman, I can see you yawning. And that was quite a big yawn. And I know studies could be boring. Right, Aman? Aman Kumar. All right. So shall we get ahead? Everyone? Okay. So this was about conditions, all right? Now that day we started on loops. So what did we do right now? We did if-else, we use switch case. So guys, these are called conditional constructs. Conditional constructs. Okay, these are called conditional constructs. Now, why are these called conditional constructs? That means the reason is because they are they allow you to put conditions and use conditions somewhere in the code. Okay, conditional constructs. Constructs mean the code level language that you can use. All right. Clear, everyone? All right. So let's get on the loops again. Okay, loops. So guys, that day I told you that there are multiple loop statements, and what do you mean by loops? For example, if you need to repeat a task again and again. Okay, so particularly that is used. So we have three kind of loops with us: while, do while, and for. There are more. There is a thing called for each as well, but we won't be doing it right now. Okay. Nope, Saurabh, that is wrong. All right, everyone. So guys, we did while loop back then. Okay. So guys, can you post your doubt? Can you start raising your doubts on what do you mean by while loop, and if you have any problem with that? We'll come to more. We did a table. We took an input. We printed multiple things. We printed a table using that. We'll do the assignment is not open yet for the while loops, but we'll come to that. We'll do the assignments as well, but you can start raising your concerns on the while loop. So guys, just making you remember, while loop looks like this. You put a condition here, right? And if that condition is true, an action is taken, right? Action means any code, basically. Till the condition is true, the action is taken, right? Everyone? This was the thing about while loops, if I'm not wrong. जब तक condition true है, Saurabh, till this condition is true, keep on doing that. Okay? Not that जब तक true नहीं हो जाती, that's you're saying it opposite. Okay? जब तक condition true है, guys, in English it does mean that while this condition is true, take this action. Okay? Okay? Now, in Hindi I can say that जब तक ये सही है, जब तक ये सच है, तब तक कुछ करो, तब तक कुछ एक्शन करते रहो. All right, I hope I was able to explain you in Hindi. Correct, yes. Correct, yes. Everyone. Now guys, if you're clear, do you get how critical this condition is? How critical it is? Because a wrong condition could lead to infinite loop, right? So you need to take care of your conditions, right? Everyone? So just getting back to the program that we did earlier in the class, I'll show you about that. Okay. So guys, do we remember this program? I hope everyone does. Right? So guys, just refreshing the memory of while loop for you. So because here we did a count table of 10 for any number. So what did we do? We put a while loop on count, okay, till this condition is true, and the count was initialized as 1. So it's true till it breaches 10, not reaches 10, it breaches 10. So the count is always going to increase 1 by 1, right? So that's how you do a table as well. Initially the value is 1, then it becomes 2, then it becomes 3, 4, so on, and 10, and then eventually 11, and then we come out of the loop, right? I hope this was pretty clear, guys. We'll be doing a lot of assignments question, guys, on this one. But right now the assignments are not open yet for the while loop, so we are discussing more theoretically. But we'll be doing some practical like this. We did this one. Clear, guys? This is an increment operator, Hawk, and moreover, it's okay. If you're asking opposite, that's also an increment operator. We'll be doing the difference later, okay? But you can consider the both things as same right now, okay? Clear, guys? Everyone? Any doubts in while loop, guys? All right. If there are no doubts, so we'll come to do while loop, okay? Do while loop, okay? Now is what the do while loop syntax looks like. Do action and while and condition. Okay, it looks like this. So it looks like some reverse of while loop, right? Does it look a reverse of while loop? Something. I'll explain that. What does it mean? Now guys, how do we convert while loop to a normal human language? अगर ये सही है तो ये करो, right? If the condition is true, then do this. Again, if the condition is true, then do this. If the condition is true, do this. We do it like that. I hope everyone is getting my statement right. Right? Now, what does do while mean? If you convert it to English, do an action and then check. Do an action and then check. Do an action and then check. Okay. So here, the action is being performed first, and then a condition is being checked. You see the difference now? In while loop, the condition was being checked first and then an action was taken. But in case of do while loop, an action is being taken first and then a condition is being checked. All right. All right. I'll come to this. Aman. I'll come to this. I'll give you a condition. I'll give you a code-wise example only. Okay. Now, so guys, let's get on a simple code. Let's print a table using the same. Anu, pehle do block execute hoga. That's what I'm doing. Do something and then check a condition. Let's get to a code. I guess that's going to explain you much better. Let's add the code over here only. Okay. End of while loop. Now what we'll do is do while count is less than 10. Now, okay. So guys, do you see the program right now? So what I'm doing is I've re-initialized count as 1. I've re-initialized count as 1. Okay. And then I've again printed the table, initialize the count value, and then check what's that, right? Everyone? I hope everyone is able to relate to the code. Then I'll run and I'll show you things. Okay. I hope everyone is able to relate to the code. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts in this one? Please raise your hand in case of doubts. Okay. So let's run this one. Okay. Oops. System dot wait, did I write this one? The second why line number 19. Where is line number 19? Oops. Sorry. I added that to the input, guys. I added that to the input. No, that is fine, guys. That is fine. Why int count? Others, we have initialized it already. Okay, we have declared that count is an integer. We have just marked reassigning the value. Okay. Now, guys, wait, I'll just print one more statement using do while so that you know where's the difference. Okay. Using while. That looks fine. Now, using while, I guess everyone saw that how we are printing. Okay, how it is being printed. Now using do while. So as do you see, do while is also doing the same. Initially, counts value is 1, then it is 2, then it is 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's getting out, right? I hope everyone is getting that. Simple, everything is working perfectly. but this does not show any difference between while and do while. Okay, we'll get to that, Adarsh. एक बार हम पहले do while समझ लें, then we'll come to the difference as well. All right. Yes, Aman.
हेलो
Yes,
हेलो
Aman. Tell me.
हाँ गुड इवनिंग सर। बोल रहे हैं सर कि ये जो प्रोडक्ट अभी हुआ है वो अगर उसमें हम प्रोडक्ट 1 to 100 से 5 का मल्टीपल अगर करना चाहेंगे तो आ सकता है कि नहीं सर इस रूल से?
Sorry, I didn't get you. 100 को 5 से 100 का टेबल प्रिंट करना है क्या?
नहीं नहीं 1 to 100 का जो डिविजुअल मेथड है 5 का, तो अगर 1 से 100 के बीच में कितना नंबर 5 से डिवाइड होगा, 5 से ये 5 से अगर हम डिवाइड करते हैं तो उसमें ये काउंट हो सकता है क्या कि कितना नंबर ये डिविजुअल होगा 5 से?
Obviously, you can do that, but there's a change in logic, right? Right now, we are adding a logic to print the table, right? आप तो
Yes,
बिल्कुल एक different logic बोल रहे हो ना?
यस सर। ओ हाँ
तो कुछ भी हो सकता है। आप प्राइम नंबर निकालो, इवन ऑड निकालो, कुछ भी कर लो आप। That
ओके
depends
ओके
on the logic you are writing, right?
ओके सर ओके सर
Okay.
ठीक ओके सर थैंक यू सर।
Now, guys, everyone is clear till now? Any doubts till now? Then I'll come on the difference. Now, guys, if I add counts value as 11, and if I add values, or I initialize it as, I initialize both as, oh, I did this 11 in the beginning. So do you think while is going to print any tables? First of all, tell me. I've initialized count as 11, guys, now. Is while going to print? No, Misha, there's not going to be an error. This is not a code error, right? This is a logical error. Okay. Now, guys, I'll run it for you. Now, do you see? Using while loop, nothing was printed. But using do while, one thing is printed, right? Is that correct? Guys, do you guys see? Now, why? Why? Guys, even if the condition is false in the very first go, while is not going to do anything, it's just going to get out. But a do while loop is always going to execute at least once. Okay? A do while loop is always going to execute at least one, even if the condition is false. Because in while loop, the condition is used before the code. In do while, the condition is checked after the code. All right? Yes, Santosh, you are absolutely correct. Clear, guys? Clear with this one? Simple? Yes, Aman. Yes, Aman, tell me. Sorry, I muted you again. You can unmute yourself again. Yes, Aman, we are waiting for you. Okay, you put his hand down. Guys, clear? Everyone is clear? Aman, what are you doing? You can unmute yourself now. Shiv, I told you the difference, right? Why do we use do while instead of while? Whenever you need such a logic where something has to be executed once at least, even if the condition is false, then you use do while. And if you want to always take care of the condition first, then that means it's a while loop. Okay. Rajneesh, it could be used anywhere, like the logic I told you, like the difference I told you. But looping could be used at a lot of places, right? No, server, it's not risky. It's just a use case. Okay. Do while is always used for the cases where you always have to execute once, even if the condition is false. Okay. Aman, you have anything to say? Else you can put your hand down, please. Okay, I'll put his hand down. Guys, are we clear with this one? Aman, can you please stop it? Either you unmute yourself or either you put your hand down, please. Aman, I'm asking you to unmute. You're unmuting yourself and again muting yourself. You can take care of that too. Okay. Guys, clear? Everyone? Any doubts, guys? You can raise your hand and ask your doubts on do while. And soon, when we have the questions with us, we'll be doing some questions as well on this one. Yes, Avinash.
सर डुअल सर क्लियर नहीं हो पाया सर.
क्या नहीं क्लियर हो पाया? Tell me.
हेलो.
Tell me, Avinash. क्या डाउट है?
जो सिस्टम डॉट आउटपुट है सर एक्स प्लस सर यही लाइन क्लियर नहीं हो पा रहा है सर.
Okay. So, guys, did you attend the last class? This is just string concatenation. आप टेबल लिखते हो. So what happens is आप टेबल कैसे लिखते हो? 10 into 1 equals to the product. ऐसे लिखते हो टेबल. 10 into 1 equals to 10. 10 into 2 equals to 20 and so on. Right, Avinash?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear what I'm talking about? Avinash, you just said yes. Are you clear what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So ये क्या कर रहा है? आप बीच में देखो हर एक टेबल हर एक लाइन में एक x आता है और equal to आता है ना? So मैंने वही print करवाया है. If you see this line, 10 into 11 equals to 110. This was x. This is the x that I printed after the plus. This is the count 11 and then equal to that I printed and then the product. If you see this line and this line, does it resemble? It resembles, right?
Yes, sir.
This was 10, this was x, this was count, that was 11 equals to product. Now, this is plus is always used to join two strings, join anything to a string. Okay. When I say join string, for example, there are two words, Shubham and Hasin, or you can say ABC, XYZ. If you okay. Am I audible now? Okay. So guys, was my explanation reachable to you or not in this case? Did you hear my explanation on this one? Okay. Okay. So, who was that? Who just asked that question? Avinash, are you clear? Yes, Sagar.
Yes, sir. In the while loop, so you declare the int count as an integer, right? In line number 8. But in case of do while, you don't declare in line number 20 count as a integer. Why?
Okay. The reason is when you say, for example, even in maths, when you write maths. So remember you used to write it like this, let x equals to, for example, 10, and then you initialize x equals to 20, right?
Yeah.
So this was that you're creating a variable and then you are assigning a value. And here I do not need to create it again because it already exists, right? So I just need to like assign a value to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. No, Amisha, that's not the case. You can, both are loops. You can do n number of times. You can perform any task n number of times, but in do while, at least it is performed once. It will always be performed once. All right. Clear? Okay. Now guys, it's 10:01 now. So we'll have a break for 10 minutes and then after the break, we'll come to for loop. All right. It's 10:02 now. So we'll meet back at 10:12, 10:22. Oh, sorry. 10:12. Okay. 10:13 basically. Okay. All right. So see you guys. See you guys soon, guys. Everyone. Okay. See you soon, guys. All right. Hi guys, I'm back. Okay. So for the people who are asking about the discriminator question, guys, coding logic is going to be the same. You just apply a mathematical logic. Just a hint, try an approach that uses discriminator. You'll be getting it on Google if you have not studied mathematics, but you'll be getting that. Okay. All right. Santosh, again, very simple logic using while loop. Okay, try it out. Everyone needs a solution, Santosh. Tell me what have you thought about it. And guys, if it's a one-to-one question, you can ask that these kind of doubts in a mentor session or doubt sessions. All right. All right. So guys, we just did before the break, we did while loop and do while loop. So any doubts on this one, guys? Again. We'll be doing some assignment questions as well, but not right now. Once we have the assignments open, that this is more of a theoretical class, and right now just a test practice class. So once we have the assignment question, we'll be doing that. But let me know if we are clear with these. Okay. So we don't have any doubts on this one. So let's move to for loop. Okay. All right. Now, guys, tell me one thing. When you have a while loop or a do while loop, right? Okay, I'll give you one more program. All right. Wait. What to do? Let me. Okay. Okay. So I have not written the logic here. Okay. Okay. So this is a question, basically simple question that we just need to find a prime number that is greater than this number. Okay. Such kind of a logic would work. Basically, just a logic to find the prime number. If this number is prime, and if it is prime, I'm marking it as true. And else we just increment the number, right? This is how the logic is going to look like in rough sense. Everyone? Guys, I'm waiting for more responses. Okay. Now, guys, do you see that basically we don't know when this program, in how many loops this program is going to end? We don't know about that, right? Do we know about by count, Rishikesh? For example, if I change this number, you won't know that, right? It all depends when this prime is basically made as false. Sorry. If you are thinking about logical statements, fine. Now it's fine. We don't know when this loop is going to end, right? It could be 100 iterations, 100 loops, 200 loops, 300 loops, and so on. We don't know, right? Okay, there's a disturb my voice. Guys, is it clear now? Is it better now? Okay. Guys, we don't know that how many loops it's going to run, right? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. We don't know about that. Okay. Rajesh, maybe a problem in my internet connection. Just make sure that it's fine at your end. And in case you lose my voice, just let me know. I'll repeat that. Okay. So guys, am I clear with the part where we do not know how many times this loop is going to execute? Are we clear with that part? Okay. Thank you, Avinash. Thank you for the session. Guys, are we clear with the part that we don't know how many times this loop is going to work? Right? Now, okay. Guys, you just need to keep this part in mind, and then we'll come to for loops now. Okay. Avinash, I hope it's fine now. Okay, Avinash is a concern, so I really want an answer from him. Okay, thank you, Avinash. Okay, now guys, coming to the for loops. Okay, guys, again, this is kind of a loop only. Okay, now, guys, remember in while loop, we were initializing a variable outside before the loop and checking and putting a condition on that. So as for loop syntax goes like this. Okay. Now, as for loop somewhat looks like this. All right. Now, what does this mean for initial value, condition, final value, increment, decrement? While we were using while loop, when we were using while loop, do you remember we did somewhat like this? Do you remember this one? Everyone? Guys, where are the rest of the guys? So I hope this action and this action, right? I guess everyone is using that, right? Now, guys, what was the initial value? This was the initial value. Basically, count was 1. So this is going to be added here. Okay, my voice is not clear, guys. Is it so, or is that just for Naveen? Naveen, guys, I agree. Right now, my internet connection might be some problem. So, but guys, even if my voice is breaking, so just make sure that you have checked it out at your end. Okay, I'll repeat everything. Is it fine now, guys? Oh, guys, just give me a moment. Okay, I'll just go and restart my modem. Okay, just give me a moment. I'll connect to the slower network for now, but I'll just restart that. Just give me a moment, all right? All right, I've restarted my modem. I guess it's going to take 2 minutes for the restart. I guess until then I'm connected to some other network. I guess we can continue. Okay, so guys, this is the initial value, right? And this is the condition. And this is the increment or decrement, right? Do you see a pattern? How while loop is similar to for loop, right? I'll just write the same statement in for loop, all right? Now, are you able to correlate now, everyone? Everyone? Now, guys, correct. Exactly, server. I was coming to that. Now, guys, in for loop, everything is accumulated in one line, okay? So that you can see how a loop is going to work at everything in one particular line itself, okay? So this one looks much more formatted, right? Much more pretty. But guys, I'll tell you the difference. What's the difference between both? Okay. Now, guys, coming to this one, you know that internal logic is just going to be some logic and not anything related to loop. You can just look at the looping, right? Or the action. Now guys, in this one, again, a condition is checked. This is not like do while. A condition is checked first in this one, just like the while loop. Okay. So if this condition goes false in the beginning, nothing is going to be executed. All right. So that's the syntax, right? That's the syntax, right? It's just like asking why do you use a full stop after the sentence? Okay. Now guys, one thing, while loop and for loop, pretty clear that for loops looks, just by looking, it looks much better. But it has no, it looks neat, okay? But it has no advantage over while. Now, there is no specific difference between a for loop and a while loop, okay? Only difference that for loop and while loop makes is that when you are using a while loop, I generally prefer using a while loop when I do not know the end value, just like this. I do not know the end value, like the previous example I showed you. But when I know the end value, I generally prefer having a for loop. It's just about the preference, but you can use any. Okay. Clear, guys? There's not much of a difference. Just there is syntax difference. And just when you don't know when the conditions are going to end, how many loops do you want, you use a while loop. Correct, server. Guys, clear? If the definition of for loop and the understanding is for loop is clear, then I can show you a program. Again, write some code and show you how it works. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts on this one? Guys, waiting for your doubts? Okay. So shall we jump to the code now? Okay. Let's again print a program of 10. Program of 10 here. Okay. So I'll just revert it, the code to this one. Okay. I hope my screen is visible, guys. I hope my screen is visible. Okay, my voice is still lagging. Wait, let me check. Okay, let me shift the internet. Okay, how is it now, guys? How is it now? Is my voice better than before? Because okay, great. Okay. So guys, how to write a for loop? So we are starting the table from 0. And y, oh, we are starting from 1. Y is less than equal to 10. That should be the condition. And y plus plus, because every time we need to increase by 1, right? And here, what we can do is into y equals to product, right? This should be working. I'll use the same variable as well, guys. I'll show you how to use the same variable as well. But this example, is it fine? Okay. So I'll run it now. Okay, just to show you how it is working. Oops. Oh, we didn't calculate the product. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this was using while loop. We have already seen this one. Again, this one was using do while loop. We have already seen this one. Now see, again, for loop is also doing the same thing. Do you see that? So guys, a simple execution, is it fine? Everyone is clear? How to use a for loop, how to write a for loop at least? It will be much more clearer once we use basically in the sample codes. Okay, I'll do that, Yash. Now guys, similarly, what say if I need to use this count variable in this for loop? Possible? How to do that? Right? So what you can do is you can initialize like this. That is it. Okay. Now counts value will again become 1. It will start from 1. All right. Clear? So I'll run it for you again. So everything seems to be working fine again. So it's working the same. Do you see that? So guys, is it clear till now? Everyone? Any doubts till now? Okay. Now guys, okay, if it's clear, great, great. Now guys, it is possible. There is one more thing in loops. Okay, there is a basically some we have already done a break statement. This can be used in loops as well. Okay. Now, what's the meaning of this? Okay. What's the meaning of break statement in loops? Guys, do you remember that break in switch case used to break the flow of code? Okay, we need to stop here and get out. That's what it was working for, right? Guys, similar functionality break can perform in loops as well. Okay. Now guys, just to explain you this one, guys, we are printing a table from 1 to 10, right? Loop is going from 1 to 10. But let's say I want to break out of the loop when it reaches 5. Okay. Or when it reaches a number divisible by, okay, basically, okay, when it reaches 5, as simple as that. I know I can change the condition, that is fine. But I don't want to change the condition and I want to break the loop. I want to come out of the loop when the value is 5. Okay. So in such kind of a scenario, we can use a break statement. Okay. All right. I'll show you how to use it. But is the definition of break in loops clear? I'll give an example that will become more clear. Okay. Now, let's say here I say that if count is 5, break. Okay. So this is same as the logic that I was telling, same as the problem statement that I was telling. If the counts value is 5, break, right? So guys, I'm just going to run, if you see, I've just added this statement in while loop and not anywhere else. Okay, so if I run it, so do you see that while loop is just executed till here? You see that? Guys, why is this condition being true? Because we are incrementing first. Do you see that? We are printing it for 4 and then incrementing it becomes 5 and then we are doing this. Okay, so that's why it's just showing till 4, but the counts value has become 5, right? Yash, that is why when you were busy typing, Yash, this is what I was explaining. Okay, did you hear me out? Yash, I asked you a question, yes or no? Okay, great. So similarly, we can put everywhere. Okay, a break, just to let you know, a break statement works in every loop. See, everything was printed till there. Why? In case of why for loop, why is it printed till 5? Because increment happens after executing this. Okay, here the increment is happening. Sorry, this break is happening after incrementing. Here it is happening before incrementing, right? So it's clear of while, do while, for, and break statement. Any doubts, guys? Please raise your hands. I'll be happy to answer. We'll be doing questions. We'll be doing a lot of questions on these. Correct. In do, no, it's happening inside, right? It's happening inside, right? In for loop, it's happening after the execution, after this. All right, guys, any other doubts? Please raise your hands, guys, in case of any doubts. Guys, this loop and conditional statements, loops and conditional statements, trust me, you are going, if you're going to become developers, you are going to use these every day. Like there's not going to be even a single day that you don't use these. Yes, Shiv.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, Shiv, you are audible.
So can you show the whole output so I can understand what is output, full output, sir?
So because I break till 4, if you see this one, it's breaking.
Okay, sir, in for loop, the break happens after the increment.
No. See, in for loop, the increment happens after these lines are executed. All right.
Okay, sir. Okay.
All right. Clear? Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Clear? Yes, Vivek, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Guys, any doubts in this one? I'll share the link, guys. I'll share the link. Link. Okay. Okay. Now, guys. Okay. Yes, Rajneesh.
सर एक्चुअली इन फॉर लूप फर्स्ट एक ही टाइम में काउंट जो 1 कर रहे हैं एक ही टाइम इनिशियलाइज करना पड़ेगा ना, और रन टाइम जैसे यहाँ काउंट की वैल्यू एक ही बार इनिशियलाइज करेंगे और ये काउंट में चेक करेगा, एक बार कंडीशन ट्रू है तो फिर इंक्रीमेंट होगा, कंडीशन ट्रू है तो प्रिंट करेगा, फिर इंक्रीमेंट होगा, फिर कंडीशन चेक करेगा. दिस करेक्ट. थैंक यू सर.
Now, guys, if you're fine, if I just remove this break statement, would you be able to see that? Are you able to judge that for loop will print everything, but these will print till 4, right? Now, guys, there is another thing called a continue keyword. Okay, there is another thing called a continue keyword. So I'm just going to write a set of code, 1 or 2 lines. Okay. So guys, are you able to read this line? Now see the behavior, guys. See the behavior. I just want you guys to see the behavior. Oops, sorry. Okay. Guys, do you see the table now? Using for, just check. Using for loop, then it printed the table. Do you see something strange? Santosh, just read the table. Correct. It's not invisible because it is not even printed. Okay. Now, guys, this is because of this. It's because of this one. So what did it mean? If counts value is 5, continue. Continue means do not execute anything that is after this. It will again just end the loop here, increment and check the condition. So see what continue keyword is doing? It's used to skip. It's used to skip some iteration. It's used to skip some loops, right? Just skipping, guys. Now, do you see a difference between break and continue? Break gets you out of the loop, while continue helps you to skip some cases, right? Do you see the difference? Everyone? Guys, any doubts on this one? Any doubts on this one? Okay, we have some doubts. Yes, Adarsh.
सर अब इसके रिगार्डिंग तो नहीं है बट इससे पहले जो आपने करा था ना मतलब जिसमें 4 कंडीशन में 5 काउंट ले रहा था बट जो इसके एबव केसेस है वाइल में वो 4 तक ही मल्टीप्लिकेशन सर वो चीज मैं कनेक्ट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ.
Okay, I'll come to this one. Okay. Dekho, Adarsh, what was happening is we are printing first and then incrementing. Adarsh, you can please. Okay, you are unmuted. We are printing first and then incrementing. Right?
Increments. Yeah,
the count value was 4. Okay. It printed a line with 4. Okay. Right. It printed 10 into 4 equals to 40. Right.
40. Yeah. Right.
Now उसके बाद count की value क्या बन गई?
5 बन गई.
5 बन गया. And this condition became true.
True, but it's break.
And so it came out of the loop. All right. But in case of for loop, why was this was printing till 5?
Because
the increment happens after these set of lines. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So counts value actually became 5 and it was printed and then it came there. Okay.
Okay.
Ayush, I'll do that, but from next time, these kind of experiments where there are just little tweaks, you can do it yourself as well. All right. Just do it for the first time for you. Okay. Now, Ayush, are you clear? You see, 7 is missed now. Yes, Harsh.
Sir, is there any use of continue here?
Okay.
I don't think
Harsh?
continuous necessary here.
Okay. So do you see the table? Do you see any problem in the table? Harsh?
No, sir.
अच्छा, wait.
1 to 10 it is.
Okay. एक बारी read करो पूरा table. I want you to
40,
read it.
50.
सबको सुनाओ.
10 1 the 10, 10 to the 20, 10 3 the 30, 10 4 the 40, 10 5 the 50, 10 6 the 60, 10 8 the. Oh, 7 is missing here.
And why 7 is missing?
If count is equal to 7, continue. So because, but continue will continue, no, sir.
Continue here. What continue
Okay.
means is, okay, this one is the part.
Yes,
Continue.
sir.
Stop it. Stop this one, but continue the rest.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Or if I show you more properly, if you want another clarification, I fine. Now I'll run it for you. I guess, for example, if you again have the same query, it's going to show you now. Now, I hope it's more clear now. Who is this? Franklin. Franklin, you can choose, you can do it, right? You know how to use condition, how to change the values. इतना तो आप try कर सकते हो ना? And or कुछ भी anything, right? Guys, clear with this one? Any doubts, guys? Right, this is the code link. Okay. So this is the code link that I'm sharing with everyone. I hope everyone has received it on the chat. Guys, are we clear? Everyone? No. Now, guys, I'm not going to continue with any other topic because else it will be too much for one class. Okay. But just for a context, next time we'll be doing functions. Okay. We'll be doing some assignment questions, obviously. Assignment questions. Okay. And then we'll do functions. All right. We are not going to, we are not continuing with Saurabh. We are not continuing with functions right now. I'm just telling that we'll be doing assignment questions on the looping and then we'll be doing functions. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Oh, yes, Hawk, go on. In the switch case scenario. Yes, Hawk.
Yes, sir. Remember you just gave a condition where you said int y equals to number greater than 0 question mark and then two conditions.
Yep.
Yeah, so I actually tried it with print statements, but then I'm getting some error. I can't understand a thing in that.
Okay, I'll tell you how to do that. Okay.
No,
So
can I share my screen, sir? Like, is it okay?
send me the code. It will be better if I say share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just telling you that could be done with the help of functions, but not here directly. Okay.
Can I send it on the chat?
Yeah, send me the link on the chat.
Oh, link on the chat. All right.
Okay. And if you want to do it, okay, just show me. I'll see how to do it. You send that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How late are you asking a question? Okay, let me clear his doubt first. Hawk's doubt first, and then I'll go to. Okay. You send me my own link.
No, this is my link. Like, I just made it. 1 second.
Okay, you're sending me my link. Okay. Till then, I'll use Yash doubt. So yes, you understood about this one. Continue. If you didn't understand that. So just before the continue, I'm printing this line. Let's say, okay, if the count is 7, print this line and then continue. I printed it, right? Okay.
Sir, can I just send the code, sir? Because the link, right? You were the one who gave me the link just to, play with coding.
Okay. Okay. Send me the code. Okay. Wait. Don't send me the code.
All right.
How it could be done is you must be doing it like, or can I say, are you doing it like this?
Exactly. And I actually tried it the other way around, sir. So I was like checking a number to be even or odd. Okay. So
This
what
is
I did is,
this is wrong. Okay. Only
Oh,
single line statements can be added here. Okay. One thing that I like to try is basically you have to add return statements here. Okay. Like this. Even I don't think this is going to work. Okay. This should work, but depending upon that. Okay. But it gave us a compilation error, right? I guess this would be the same error that you are getting it, right?
no, I actually got something like main.java. 8 error and then identifier expected.
Correct. I'll tell you. I guess you should have got this one, right? Okay, I'll tell you what's the problem. Okay, the thing that you are asking about can be done through function. Okay, that
Okay.
we'll be doing that class. But why is this not working? Okay, this statement is completely fine. Okay, this statement is completely fine. The problem is in this statement. Firstly, ternary operator supports single line statements. Okay,
I didn't get that. What supports single line
single line.
statement?
This was a single line, right?
Yeah. Haha. Okay.
This is what I'm meaning by single line. Okay.
Okay.
In every scenario, one single line. So this is one single line, but these are two lines, right?
Okay.
So it does not understand. Moreover,
Right.
in this case, it knows that I have to assign a value. That is fine. I have to assign this value. But in this case, when you write two lines, it does not know. Okay. It says print and one. What do you mean by just one? Okay. So this is what.
So you just remove the one, right? So that you have only one single statement stating that print that output.
Agree.
Yeah.
But here we are assigning something, right?
Oh yeah. See, what I did is I didn't assign any values. I just said, instead of assign, I removed it.
This one?
Yeah. And initially I assigned a number equals to a certain value. Exactly, sir.
This is what you did, right?
Yep.
Right? This should be working. But ternary generally returns something. So I'll show you. Okay. Now, this is what you are getting.
Kind of, but then you didn't, give the
Can you
value
send me
for.
that particular line that you have written? Can you send me that particular line?
All right. Just a minute.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The reason is, okay, again, very similar to this one, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
Problem is, ternary operators are generally used for assignment purpose. They are used on the right hand side. Okay. They are not meant to be used on the left hand side, because if you are using this way, you could have directly used this. Okay.
No, I was actually trying to cut out the code. So,
No. See, if you write ternary operator this way, okay, like probably this is how it was developed. Okay, now first of all, it needs to be used on the right hand side. But if you use like this, okay, don't you think that if reading an if would be much better than reading a ternary operator in this case?
yeah.
Right? Normally without an assignment, right?
Yeah.
So that looks much more easier, right? Much more readable. But in this case, when you have to combine a lot of lines, see, you'll have, if you want to assign something on the basis of a condition, that's when a ternary operator is used the most. See the difference between this and if you have used an if condition in this case. There's a
Yeah.
difference, right?
Yes.
But if there was general printing or something, you could have used an if statement. Right?
If statement. All right.
All right.
All right. So you can only get the values. That's it. Like
Correct.
two values.
Correct.
All right. And you can assign any values here, right? Instead of 1, I can put 10 and 20.
Then accordingly your cases will change.
Case. So instead of case 1, you'll have to put case 10 and case 20.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
So I have sent you a link, so I can send it again. So please have a look on this one. I am using it in this way, ternary operator. So for this question.
I
So
hope you guys are able to see the screen.
yes sir, this question sir. सर इन दिस क्वेश्चन सर मुझे ये वाले डाउट है सर, जैसे ऊपर इसमें हमने इंपोर्ट नहीं करा, मेन क्लास यूज नहीं करी, तो सर एक तो वो भी मतलब डिफरेंस हो रखा है इसमें, और सर मैं जैसे ये कोड इससे यूज कर रहा हूँ टर्नरी ऑपरेटर का, तो ये गलत है.
Yes, it is wrong. I'll tell you how. पहली बात तो आपके वो वाले क्वेश्चन पे वो मेन वाला नहीं यूज किया, तो we did a similar question this like this Manik, and I told you this is a function, okay? So आपको बस internally code implement करना है, आपको बाहर कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Once we do a functions class properly, I guess हमने बहुत एक glimpse किया था function का, we didn't do it that deeply, okay? Once we do the function, it will be clear why we don't need to write a public static void main here in this case, and just आपको core logic implement करना पड़ रहा है इसमें, ठीक है?
तो सर इसमें मैं डायरेक्ट इससे टर्नरी ऑपरेटर नहीं लगा सकता.
One thing at a time. You're clear about the public static void main, you'll be cleared of that in some time, okay?
Okay sir.
Coming to this one.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me what does this statement mean in the English, in pure statement? What does this
Sir,
statement?
in this statement I used for value integer, I will check that if height 1 and value 1, if I multiply them, and if it is equal to h2 and value 2 multiplication, if they are equal in integer sense, so it will give me a yes if true, and if false it will give me a no. For
Okay.
that I made case.
Okay, and the CS will be stored in which variable?
Means I must use here an integer because I am defining check integer in. Sir, I have done that also in case of yes and no. If I am putting 1 and -1 here, or 2, I would put yes, case 1, case 2. Then also it is showing me error. Sir, it is showing me return error.
Yes.
Return error now it is showing, sir.
Correct. You have not studied functions, right? Firstly, do you remember that I told you this is a return type for function?
Yes, sir. Means if we are using anything else than the main void, etc., so we will have to give return.
Yes. In return, you're returning an integer. You need to return a Boolean. Okay.
Okay, means that true and false Boolean.
Probably you need to return a false here, and probably you need to return a true here.
Okay, this way.
Okay. And moreover,
okay.
you had written this one. Even if this was a string, you should have assigned it like this way. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is nothing in Java. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this should
This way.
So if I run it for it, do you have an input already? Okay, which is h1 v1 equals to okay, I got that. If it is equal, then do that. This is integer. If we can use true, false, yes. I don't know about this case.
So in this actually we have to, in the output we want yes and no.
Okay, you want yes and no, but you got how to use these values, right?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Attempt it. I've actually not read this question. Okay.
Okay, it's okay, sir. I'll try it, sir.
This will clear you of that. There are some different doubts. You'll get that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Again, switch is not supported here, so you can check that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys, any other doubts? Okay, good doubts. We are almost done with the class as well. Okay, even Rajneesh has sent us something. Rajneesh, this is fine. There is a problem. There could, okay, you say that not everything is working, right? Okay, Manish, good implementation. I've seen this, but you can use this using an if statement as well. Okay, but there is probably a missing case. Just go through the code, do a dry run, put some values by yourself. You'll get to know that. Put some custom values on which condition it's giving you a wrong thing. Okay, and then you'll be able to devise that. Yes, Rajneesh.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, Rajneesh.
सर एक्चुअली इसमें 2 टेस्ट केस फेल दे रहा है, फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड नहीं। मैं ट्राई किया काफी बट सुन नहीं आ रहा है।
Okay, you know what a test case failure means, Rajneesh?
इंटरनल टेस्ट केस फेल दे रहा है इसमें, और जो दिया है इसमें वैल्यू तो सही आ रही है, बट इंटरनल टेस्ट केस में फेल दे रहा है इसमें, इस प्रोग्राम में।
आपको देखो, जब आप टेस्ट करते हो रजनीश, प्रॉब्ली आप कुछ केस मिस कर रहे हो, ठीक है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, if you are given a program to find okay, I can't tell you that right now. For example, अगर आप इसमें कोई वैल्यू दे दोगे, a की वैल्यू 1 दे दोगे, b की वैल्यू 2, c की वैल्यू 3, आपके एक्सपेक्टेड जो आंसर आना है उसके अकॉर्डिंग, पर कुछ पर्टिकुलर इनपुट्स के लिए वो गलत आंसर आ रहा है। ओके,
ओके,
that's what test case failure means. So you need to find such cases, किसके केस में गलत है, और उसके अकॉर्डिंग you'll have to modify your code.
ओके सर, आई विल ट्राई।
Okay, that's the concept. Try it out, but that's a general practice that needs to be done. Okay.
ओके सर। और सर क्या उसका बता सकते हैं जो चेस बोर्ड का कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा बिल्कुल।
Okay, क्या नहीं समझ में आ रहा?
चेस बोर्ड का प्रोग्राम बिल्कुल नहीं
That's
समझ
an
आ रहा है।
in-class assignment.
यस सर।
That's an in-class assignment.
Yeah, in this class.
No, in this class, is that an in-class assignment?
Actually, I cannot understand. Yeah,
This is the question.
this one and last one, both.
Okay. Okay. So Rajneesh, what we'll do is, we are almost over time. Okay. So let's do these 2 questions in the beginning of tomorrow's class. All right.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you,
All right, guys. We are done with today's class. I hope you understood loops better than the Friday's class. I hope so. That's the case with everyone. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. All right, guys. See you soon. See you tomorrow. Good night, guys. Good night, everyone.